Welcome back. We got some more cube action today. Yesterday we drafted some, I think we did one best of one draft, and I think I O3'd it. And then played two best of three drafts. I went 3-0 and I think 2-1 on the other one, or 1-2 on the other one. So our win rate is, I mean, it's definitely above 50%. It's probably about 56%, close to 60, somewhere like that. But pretty low sample size so far. I think I've done 8 drafts, 7 drafts. I believe I've done 7 drafts. But why not make it 8? I'm gonna do some more best of 3. I believe the rankings reset either tomorrow or the next day or something. And once that happens, I may go back to best of 1 and see if we can't rank up to mythic from bronze. Or maybe I'll just keep doing best of 3. I do like playing best of 3 more than best of 1. But it is kind of fun to get the rank up, you know? Alright, we broke the streak. Finally queued up for a draft and everybody hit ready the first time. Ooh, well. Would you look at that? We need to take a Black Lotus. So far, I have gotten the draft in, this is my 8th draft, so in 8 drafts, I've gotten Time Walk, Mox Emerald twice, I think. Maybe just once. I feel like I've gotten it twice, though. Mox Emerald at least once. Mox Ruby, Soul Ring. So wait, Time Walk, Ruby, Emerald, Soul Ring, now Lotus. So, and Time Twister. So 5 of the power 9 plus Soul Ring is kind of basically power 9 in just 8 drafts. So I guess I can't really complain about luck in the drafting portion very much. Passing a Misty Rainforest, Converter, Fury, yeah, good stuff, but clearly taking Lotus, it's like the best pack one, pick one you can get. Next up, we have some options here. Not a ton of options, but I think some options. Balance is powerful. Lotus can go anywhere, but it is pretty good in the artifact lists with if we get Academy and stuff like that, or whatever other artifact builds with rocks where balance is good. There's a Ragavan, which I think is totally reasonable. It's a really good 1-drop. Can kind of take over the game itself if it's not dealt with or blocked. And we have Atraxa, which is like the ultimate creature cheating to play. You can natural order it, you can recur it from the graveyard with reanimates, you can sneak attack it, show and tell it if you must. Yeah, do all the things. You can flash it to good effect. So I think I'm going to take Atraxa. Ragavan is very good, but it's significantly more replaceable than Atraxa. I wouldn't fault anybody for taking balance there, though, if they prefer that line. So if I'd taken balance, I think Fractured Identity would be a pretty sick follow-up. Fractured is one that's not the best to Lotus out, because it's stealing one of your opponent's things. So like, Fractured Identity gets better the better that your opponent's like targets are, or your targets are of your opponent's cards. So like, powering out a really fast Fractured Identity is not not going to be like the best 5-drop that you can get out on turn 2 or whatever. Still a very good card. Otherwise, we have Sentinel, the Nameless City, Ancient Tomb, Daze, a couple other creatures and stuff. I think it's probably Fractured, but I don't hate Ancient Tomb either. I might just take Ancient Tomb actually. Atraxa is, I mean, it's 4 colors, but it doesn't actually commit you to any colors really. There's the Natural Order. I'm not opposed to taking that. I mean, we've seen some green. It's only a few picks in, but getting a 4th pick Natural Order is probably a decent sign that I might be getting some more green. Other pretty good ones are Inti, Baleful Strix, Gataxian Probe, and I think Gobin's pretty good too. I'm kind of in for Natural Order. I just get some redemption on the Natural Order train. Tried it a few drafts ago, and I think I went like 2-3 or something. But it wasn't the best Natural Order list, so. Now, not a lot of green cards in terms of creatures, but we have a Verdant Catacombs, so I think I'll take that. It's a green fetch if we go the Natural Order route. It's also a black fetch if we go more like Reanimator by the end, or both. Could wheel Mortuary or Triome as a green-black land if that works. Toxic Deluge is also really strong, but I'm not going to take it over the fetch here where we might be both of those colors. Frantic Surge, also good if we were reanimating, but we might not actually be doing that. A few green cards here. I'm going to lean towards Once Upon a Time. I think it's just generally better. Safekeeper can be very good, but if we don't get the other pieces that go along with it, it's kind of mediocre. Certainly not unplayable without, you know, Titania and Nadu and stuff, but not nearly as good. Endurance is good. It's much better in best of 3, like this rather than best of 1 ranked, because it's a good sideboard card, of course. But I'm gonna take Once Upon a Time. Now we get some green lands. Galvanic Discharge is good. There's an Omnath. Wolvenwald Oddity. I think I'm leaning towards Overgrown Tomb. It doesn't really make Catacombs better by very much, but it's a green-black land. It seems like kind of leaning towards green and may want black for Recursion with Atraxa. So, I don't know. There's just not much else I really want. I guess Galvanic Discharge is probably the best card, but it could be an Omnath deck too. I mean, I already have 1 fetch starting out green. I'm just going to take the Tomb, double Tomb up. Well, this pack is kind of weird. I don't think I actually want Knight's Whisper despite taking Tomb there. I'll take a Death Cruiser's Champion though. If red and green are both open, we could end up switching into kind of a red-green beats type list. Scavenging Ooze, Karizev, just a bunch of random red and green creatures here. I think 6 is probably the best among them. It's not the most aggressive card if we're going like red-green beats, but you know, I think it's the best overall. I also have much more of an incentive to be green than I do red, even though red seems to be open. Now we get a Leovold. I don't mind taking Leovold here over Ramanop. Maybe wheel the Ice Till. Sentinel wheeled, nice. Take it. Inti and Tersa. Alright, I'll take Inti. Rage is a decent red-green beats card. Yeah, alright. With the Omnath too. Nice. Ooh, okay. Pack 2 much less exciting than pack 1 for our pick 1 here. This is not great on the red-green front. There's like a Ridgeline, Sprawl, Fear. Pretty lousy first pick. Let's put Death Creatures back in for now. Red just seemed very open, so I should probably start to shift into that, as opposed to trying to get like League of Old and Natural Order stuff going. That being said, Grist is the best card to take. Of course, it's green-black. We could be Jund. I mean, it's not out of the question, certainly. I don't think Fear is very exciting to take here. I'm probably going to wheel it anyway. So I'm still going to take Grist, even though might not end up playing at the end. Now we get a Stomping Ground, Snuff Out, Spring Heart, Caryatid. I'll take a Stomping Ground. Seems like I'm going to be wanting to play red, so snag it. Not sure where we're going to line up here, but currently all 5 colors, kind of. I think realistically where we are right now is like cutting these probably. This is kind of the core of the deck, I would assume. We still play Grist off of Catacombs, Tomb, and stuff. But we'll see. Still early enough to maneuver here. Recurring Nightmare. It can be a powerful card. It's not looking the best right now in this deck, but it works with Atraxa, of course. There's a Deep Cavern Bat for more black. What's up, Steven? You put them back. I want to. Trust me, I want to. But it's just not looking like it's going to work. I think Deep Cavern Bat's the best card here. There's a Caracas too. Caracas is always good. Copter to kind of smooth out, like split the difference. I'm kind of in for Copter, actually. Changed my mind. Now that I don't really know what colors I'm going to be and what the strategy is going to be, I think Copter will probably find a home in both strats, so it's colorless. I already have Stomping Ground. I don't really need the Taiga so much, but it might be what I end up taking anyway. There's a Flage, Ragran Triumph. I mean, I'm not entirely opposed to just being like 5 colors if we get the lands. We take Triumph now, or take Flage. Try to wheel Triumph or Taiga. Coast. Catacombs does not get Triumph. It's the only one it doesn't get. Yeah, take the Triumph, I guess. Whatever. Now we get Flash. Turbo Forest Recurring Nightmare. Nah, you're not stupid. That's what Cube's about. Just doing whatever you want. Alright, we get Primus for Natural Order. But I think what we do is we take Flash and we hope and pray that Primus comes back. I don't know how likely that is. It seems like green's actually not that open. But I still think Flash is the pick here. I could be wrong. I mean, I could be set up for just like red-green. We can Natural Order for Primus. We can maybe pick up the Sneak Attack. There's no Through the Breach, so it's less of a spec. I'm going to grab the Flash, I think. Passing Tracker, Prismatic Ending, and such. Now we get Scythe Cat, Cub. That is an early green creature that we don't have very many of. Abrade, Fabled Passage. Fabled Passage seems to be what we need here. It's not a very good fetch, but I think it's kind of what I need to take over the Cub. Headquarters. Don't really want another white Triome, but I guess it's fine. Overlord. Flash Wheel Woodfall, yeah. Hopefully. I guess Pentad Prism could be something. I think I just take a land. I'll take Prism, I guess, actually. Ren 6, Lotus Cobra, Lotus Petal. Nemesis. Ren 6 is good to get Verdant and stuff back, but I think Lotus Cobra fixing is just going to be better. Cheap green creature for natural order 2. Tundra, Ridgeline, Sprawl. A bunch of blue. Kind of a weird draft, huh? Might just take Tundra, but blue-white's not the best. I just don't really care about Ridgeline. Caryatid, Nantuko. Caryatid's pretty good. Alright, I think Woodfall's the next pick. District Relic. I guess Relic. Okay, I think we missed it. Maybe it's next pick. I feel like Taiga wasn't the same pack. Myco Spawn. Nah, just take Taiga. Alright, there we go. We did it. Passing Tracker again, unfortunately, but Primus Flash, Atraxa Flash, both good. Alright, and a tower for whatever that's worth. Okay, what do we got now? Dismember, Nadu, Comet, Riddler, Jace, Ketria, Triome. I guess Triome Might Wheel. This deck is a pile. I think I'm actually kind of in for Dismember. I have like 0 interaction. Nadu doesn't even really look that great here. Nadu's always fine if you can cast it, you know. Ever see me not have Nadu? Well, you're about to, I think. I'm going to grab Dismember. Comet's really strong. A lot of other powerful things there, but I think Dismember is it's pretty great. Now we get Scalding Tarn, I think has to be the pick. There's an Animate Dead, but I don't have like the discard outlets and stuff to make it really, really good with Atraxa Primus. I do have Flash, so like flashing in one of these and then animating it is really good. But I may also just not be playing very much black, so it's tough. Although, I mean, I say that, but like Animate Dead is a reason to be playing black, of course. This is a tough one. I think it's Scalding Tarn. It's just too good of a land for my fixing, and I need fetches for Omnath and stuff. Covenant. Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't say I was... Definitely wasn't... I'm not sleeping on Covenant. I recognize its power, but I don't think it's even coming close to Scalding Tarn or Animate Dead there. But yeah. I recognize its power, I think. I mean, I say that, and I just said it wasn't close to 2 other cards, but, you know. There's an Ugin. I really like Ugin. But I think I'm going to be taking Archon of Cruelty here. Be a nice flash package now, and if we do find a sneak attack or maybe get lucky and find another recursion thing. Could be good. I think it makes sense. I don't know. I also like Edict and Bitter Triumph. But yeah. Kind of wish I didn't take the Archon now because Flash Tyrant is just a better flash thing. Because you actually get a body behind. I don't think I'm actually taking Tyrant though. We wield the Primus. It's not guaranteed we wield the Tyrant. But if nobody's looking for giant green creatures, they could wheel again. I think I'm going to take Malevolent Rumble. Taking a green-blue land is also reasonable, because I don't have one of those yet. But I'm a big fan of Rumble. Okay, green-white land. Not much else. Gut is pretty good. There's a Surrock is fine. I just don't really need white that much. I mean, I have like Omnath if I want to cast that. That's about it. I'm just going to go Gut, actually. Put more green creatures in the list for natural order. Wooded Foothills is great, although there is the breeding pool. Blue-green land, like I said, would be nice. But I think just taking another fetch for Omnath and such is a little better. Gaia's Cradle. I don't think this is really a very good Gaia's Cradle list. But there's also not much else I want here. Hushwood Verges, whatever. Jite. I'll take Jite for the board. Shifting Woodland, Temple Garden, Lightning Greaves for that Nadu we passed. Leyland Binding could be decent. Yeah, I'll take the Binding. Wow, we wheeled the Nadu, no way. And I passed the Greaves. I was gonna take the Greaves. And I was like, yeah, but there's no way that Nadu wheels, right? Ah, shit. I mean, I'm happy to have Leyland Binding, but God, that sucks. And I'm actually gonna take Ketria Triumph over Nadu here. Might seem weird, but I think I need a green-blue land of some sort to make my fetches a lot better. Now we get Fire Covenant, Lawspur Boots, so on either side of Nadu were equipment I could have taken. Covenant. Yeah, I think having 2 natural order targets, I don't need to take Gargaroth. Arena Cubers, yeah, it's what's tough. It's like, it's almost, it's not like a handicap certainly, but it almost kind of feels like a handicap to, oh, actually, shit. That's like the one place where Survival of the Fittest is actually pretty good. I'm so used to passing that card. I got the Ketria Triumph, so Hedge Maze is less good. I'm going to take the Kavu here. Yeah, I think I should have taken the Survival of the Fittest. Breeding Pool came back too. I'll definitely take that over Curator. Curator's a fine sideboard card, but untapped green-blue is nice here. Alright, this is a deck. Sort of. Have to make a couple cuts. I think Archon can actually go. I sort of regret taking it. Especially since there were some other good cards in that pack I could have grabbed. I think I just kind of got distracted. I was talking about something and then I was about to run out of time, so I grabbed something. It's my excuse. think I do want the full 17 lands. We have 4 fetch lands, and we definitely want to hit our land drops. With all this stuff. Plus Omnath and whatnot. Although our curve, we don't have like very many 1s or anything, but we just have like a bunch of 2s and 3s, and that's it. It's like 2 4s and then random stuff we're trying to cheat into play. I think Penthead Prism can probably go. I think my fixing's okay. It would let me like maybe ramp into an Atraxa or something, but I think it can probably go. Potentially count as a land. Yeah, it kind of counts as a land, you're right. Certainly wouldn't be crazy to cut one, especially since we have Lotus. I just find that decks like this, I'm a little bit more hesitant to cut lands because then it just makes Omnath worse, it makes Explore worse. And then any way you have to fetch lands out specifically, the fewer lands you have in total makes your fetches a little bit worse. Makes it harder to play stuff like Fabled Passage, because it's like if you're going to cut a land here, you're going to cut a basic, you know? You're going to cut something that Fabled Passage can fetch. Maybe the answer is yes, but I don't know that Explorer is actually very good here. Explorer is a tricky one because it's never gonna be a bad card, right? It's just 2 mana, you draw a card, and then if you happen to want to play an extra land, then you get to. But in order to make it really good, you have to have a lot of landfall stuff, and currently we only have Lotus Cobra Omnath, and then all, you know, just like ramping into whatever. But I think I can cut it here. Cut Inti. I think Inti's good. I have plenty of red sources. Nice 2-drop to have. Obviously, if I'm like discard a card and I hit a Traxxas or Woodfall Primus, you know, exile, and I obviously can't cast those, but we have a low enough curve. I think it's going to be good. It works well with like Kavu and Copter to get extra cards that way too. I think this deck needs to have some amount of pressure. You can't just rely on natural order into Primus Atraxa because they don't even win the game on their own a lot of the time. You know, I'm not sneaking Emrakul. If my fixing wasn't as good, I'd probably think about cutting some red, but I think I'm okay to play red too. So I want that one. Do I want Rafine's Tower? Probably not. Blue, black, white. I mean, white for binding Omnath. Black, blue for flash. It's not bad. I just don't know if I want 3 Triomes. I guess it's okay. One to 2-drop, yeah. Yeah, we can probably play it for pretty cheap, I'd say. Do I want this Tundra over another basic for Fabled Passage? Blue, white, untapped. Flash, yeah, it's probably fine. River Pyre, it's red first. Blue with a mountain or island. It's just like Fabled Passage only getting green, black, white, I don't think is what I want. But I also don't think Plains is going to be the basic I want. I think let's see. How many red sources do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, possibly 6. But right now 6, 7, 8. And then Fabled Passage could be, that would be 10. Could be that plus the basic. White would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's probably enough. Green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 green's probably okay. It's not like I have a bunch of 1-mana dorks. Blue, 1, 2, 2-ish. It's not actually blue every time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 blue is probably good. Kind of closer to 8 with River Pyre. Not always tapping for blue. Alright, I think I'll put a mountain in. Seems like the deck somehow ended up in green again. So my best Lotus hands are unfortunately just going to be powering out like a 3-drop on turn 1, which is, I guess, fine, but not ideal. I don't know. I mean, 6 can actually do some silly stuff. Lotus 6, and then discard a land, play Lotus, play something else, discard another land, play something else. I'm gonna go with this, I think. Let's play some games. Sure. I don't have any ones, so this is, barring a Lotus, the quickest start we can get. Crack the Mesa. Backstreet main phase. Okay. You don't want to see what I'm doing first? Keep it on top. I think I'll start with the territorial Kavu. And we can go Cobra, Fetch, Sentinel. Okay. I think I like that that's their play, and the ephemerating. Wow. Alright. You did it. Congratulations. Get basic swamp. They hit another 5-drop. Jeez. Brutal. They might just attack with Confidant now. Okay. It's a good way to get some of that life back. Draw another land. Yeah, I mean, they have pretty good defenses over there. Not sure what I'm supposed to do here. I guess I'll start with a map token on the Kavu if I hit. Yeah, sure, that works. So now I can play Tundra. And it'll be 6 power so I can attack. Take 2 damage. I think I'm okay with that. Takes away their Shinobi thing. Why would I want to kill the Confidant and not the Riddler? Okay, finally hit a land, so pretty good for them. They go up to 11 million cards. I can actually play Atraxa next turn if I draw it. Assuming my Cobra lives. Kill Inti. Inquisition. Read him and weep. I mean, Twister doesn't kill me, so I assume we're not getting twistered. Or no, they would kill me because they just twister and then pass, so take 2 extra. Wow, we drew a Atraxa. Wow. Hopefully no counterspell here. Drawing 2 off cycling, yeah. I think I go for it. They could have a counter, of course, but what else am I doing, right? Black, white, green, blue. So, I already have enough. Don't need a specific color, really. Got it. Normalize. Reprieve. Okay. Reprieve is something. At least I can still play it. Are there any single blue counters? Yeah. There are a bunch. There's memory lapse, there's mana leak, there's miscalculation. I can still attract the next turn and they know it, so need to come up with something to kill Lotus Cobra or kill me. You got swords. Lapse, remand, yeah. Mana leak, miscalc. Yeah, just remember the Cobra, they see what I'm trying to do now, so take out the mana makes sense. Yeah, I'm probably dead now. They've hit 2 lands off Confidant to balance out their 2/5 drops. If I draw untapped land, I can still play Atraxa, but otherwise I think I'm toast. I could draw, I guess I could draw Natural Order, hope they don't have another counter, but I'm gonna get Shinobi'd here. If they whiff, then if they whiff and I draw a basically like an untapped land, maybe there's a chance. Let's see what they get. Copter Fire Covenant. Okay. Covenant kill Sentinel. Sure. Yikes. Alright, untap land. They can give pro green, or just pro whatever. And hit me for 5, put me to 1. And then Shieldred, I die. So I need to hit like Lotus and something weird. That's my only option though. I got pretty good odds to hit Lotus, but the something else is the issue. Has to be like Dismember is my Dismember, Binding. So I have to hit like Lotus and then Binding or Dismember. Alright, there's Dismember and no Lotus. Okay. Bummer. Yeah, I mean, assuming they do it correctly. Don't think I have any outs here. Five cards though. Look at that. Make sure they see the line. Oh. Or they just had removal. Cool. Very cool. Maybe I should be playing Vindicate. Yeah. I think we're good. Where's my Lotus? I looked at my top 27 cards and didn't see it. What gives? Sure. Like I said before, no one drops, so this is kind of the speed we're at with this deck. Yuck. Alright, now I'll start with Taiga, I think. In case we draw a green 3-drop, I want to play like Sentinel. I mean, Wasteland's annoying, but unless they have a way to recur it, it's not going to be a big deal. Not like they had a board presence before they played it, you know. Relic. It's also pretty good, but I think I just play Caryatid and then go for the natural order. Hope they don't have a counter up. I can actually play Lotus Cobra into natural order. Sure. Shinobi, Flicker Wisp. Okay. Get the Flicker Wisp. It's good with Overlord. That's for sure. Alright, I think... So I could blow that up. It's not a creature right now. I think just blowing up the Bleachbone Verge is better though if we get Woodfall Primus. I think the Trax is probably still better. It's an interesting spot. Taking away a white source, getting a 6/6 out's pretty good, but Atraxa just refilling my hand is also very good. So let's do that. Flash Primus. Yeah, I think Flash Primus is good. And just leaves land. Verdant. Verdant doesn't get untapped blue, so let's just take Tundra. Get double green with it. Take Tundra. This will be full domain for binding. So now this gives them two big things to deal with. They have to find a way to deal with Atraxa, and then also worry about the Primus getting to kill 2 lands. So I feel pretty good about this, barring like a Ritual Mind Twist or something. But like I said, then they would still have to deal with Atraxa somehow. We saw a Dismember, that doesn't do it. We saw a Touch the Spirit Realm, which of course would do it. So this puts it in Dismember range. We know they don't have Shinobi, and they don't even have the mana for it anyway, so I guess I just won't block. I wouldn't even be able to trade with the Nethergoyf, because they'd shrink it first. It'd be a 2-2. Or no, it would still have Death Touch. Alright. So still the Touch. But they know I have Primus, so I'll just get the ETB again. I'm going to main phase it so that we don't get countered as easily. They're actually binding the Touch too, but I don't think I need to do that. I could binding the Touch and then Primus 2 lands, so I don't have to use a Primus thing on the Touch. But then they could just get rid of binding some other way and get the Touch back. It's probably not that big of a deal though. I think I'd rather just blow up some lands. Lotus. A million lands. Alright, we got there. No changes, I don't think. It doesn't seem like a GTA matchup, really. Let's run this. Alright, it's a Lotus hand. I think I keep. Once upon a time can maybe find something juicier to play with Lotus, potentially. But like I said in the deck building, there's really not that much craziness I can do turn 1 with Lotus in this deck. But Sirach can maybe draw some cards. At least one. Goyf, okay. Grist. Grist is pretty good. It's about time. Oh, there's a 6. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, let's do that. So we get 6, we Lotus. Play 6, play Lotus, discard land. Play Sirach, play Lotus. Discard land. Play land, play Grist. Blue, white. No, I think I'd rather still just have black, right? No, I should keep the white, I think. Alright, was that good? If they kill my 6, then Lotus doesn't come back, so maybe I could have played Lotus instead of keeping Tundra, but I kind of think Makes sense to just keep the Tundra. So he kills Surrak. It's funny, it doesn't even put a card in the graveyard, so Goyf is still no one. Plus again, I think. I should have done whatever. I should have attacked. I forgot I was going to get a land from this. Pretty sick stuff. Obviously, if they have a sweeper here, like, I could potentially be in trouble, but I at least got Relic down, and I still have an active Grist, so certainly wouldn't be the end of the world. Ditch a Shinobi. They're confident, okay? Just one. This doesn't add to the Goyf, so I think we're good. Primus. I don't know, maybe it's better to play Scalding Tarn there. Grow the Kavu. Gives up on Grist. I think it's okay though. Get the Glyph. They're pretty far off from Virtue, so I think it's okay. Oh, it's only 3 colors. Wow. I don't actually have enough. It's annoying. Green, blue, white. Yeah, it's not enough. Alright, I had enough, I guess. I don't think because I would have had to play Tomb to have 7. 3, 4. Yeah. Alright, they scooped though, so. What's up, Shug? Alright, 1-0. On to the next. 7-0 today? Damn. It's a tough feat. Was that best of 1? Oh yeah, it had to be. Yeah. No lands, but Lotus, Flash, Primus is probably good enough. We're on the draw too, so if I draw like a green source, I could actually Rumble plus Flash and try to find a land. But I also kind of don't want to Flash on turn 1. Once Upon a Time's a great draw. Yeah, turn 1 Flash Attracts is also not that insane, so just grab a land. We can Flash Woodfall later. Let's go Verdant. Lotus. And I think pass. Bristly Bill, okay. What are my land options here? Black. I don't think I can really Primus this turn. I could. I think maybe Overgrown Tomb. Or Fiend's Tower. Oh, I think Raffine's Tower is better, actually. Alright, messed up. The rope got me, I thought, for too long. We drew another land, though, so guess that was enough. Like, I mean, I kind of figured it was enough. I was just trying to do the right process of things, and the math and the colors were kind of weird, so I struggle with that sometimes. Still kind of thinking about this Vindicate, Explore and stuff. Red is broken. You get the right cards, yeah. It's pretty solid. A lot of the recent creatures they printed are pretty sick. Death Creature Champion is among them. Inti. Looks like a deck that might bring in Jitte for. What would I cut though? I don't know. It's just jam. No green, but we have a Once Upon a Time. I think I keep. Once Upon a Time can't find Lotus, but it can find a green source potentially. Where's the green source? I don't have any 1-drops to play. Let's just play this and pass. Might as well wait on the Once Upon a Time, but I guess it could get countered, but I don't really care about that now. I already have the green source. Didn't get Ragavond, unfortunately. They hit, what was it? Wooded Foothills? Yeah. Explore, okay. Okay. Little Teamer Nadu action. Omnath. Ah, there's the Lotus. Bummer. Inti, huh? I don't currently have a black source, but I do have Relic. Let's take the old. Okay, 4/4. Hopefully it doesn't die. Didn't die. Get another land, okay. I want to play Rumble, but... Or sorry, I want to play Relic. I think playing Rumble makes more sense. Followed up with Binding. Give me a counter. Sure, I guess you got me. Oh, I guess they have Safekeeper, so maybe Binding, holding up Binding isn't even that good. Whatever. It's Memory Lapse plus Ragavond's kind of funny. Let's see if they cast it. Seems like they would. Tameo. That could mean a time walk. Dark Depths also. They put Delta to their hand. Immediately crack it. For a tap land. Okay, sure. Yeah, binding just doesn't do anything. Could replay Kabu. Could just play Relic and try to ramp into, like, I don't even know what I'd be ramping into. Yeah, just play Kabu. Hope they don't have the removal spell. They used 2 treasures for that, so I guess they don't have anything massive to play. They will have potentially 6 mana. So maybe that's enough. It is usually difficult to beat an opponent who gets to hit you with Ragavan every turn while you miss land drops. And they haven't really done anything else, which is good for me, but I guess Ice Tail is something else. No Omnath, okay. Double fetch. They're cracking immediately, so they must have removal, I guess. Or they want to mill for some other reason. Well, they're paying 2 life, so they got something. Mill loot. They're milling good cards. Happy to see, like, loot and Omnath and such go. Oh, it's just a bill? Okay. Hit me for 3. Flash Atraxa. It seems like kind of my only option. Although I don't think I've shuffled, and I'm pretty sure Lotus is on the bottom, so I'm not gonna get to hit that. Flash is gone, so Primus isn't really anything. So I guess we just have to do like this. Can't even really get a black source because of my life total. But I know they have lands, so I'm just dead, huh? GG. They can just landfall the shit out of the borrower. Fire Covenant less good against Safekeeper, but they're not always going to have that, theoretically. kind of feel like I want Jitte more, but I should probably have both. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Give me a Lotus. Give me stuff to do with it. Thank you. Much obliged. Actually, Tomb almost lets us play two things, but not quite. Makes 5 mana, but not the right colors. We'll keep. I think. Doesn't really make sense. We'll just do this now. This rock's pretty easy to kill, but we at least get a card. They probably have removal or something for ENT anyway, so I'm just gonna attack. I kind of want to let him hit and just go with my ENT because I have all lands in hand, but I guess we'll sit. Draw basic swamp. Not the best draw. That's a good draw. Seems like they have something. Don't know if I want to play the champion out regular or not. Probably do. Could have gone for lethal there, I guess. Maybe that was better. They had Breacher and they didn't play it in response to the tower cycle. I guess if they have a Wheel of Fortune, I'm probably dead, but... They're at 1. Yeah, they have Twister. Alright. Oh, and Sirach. Sirach lets them get more treasures if they target my guys. Yeah, I guess I should have gone for lethal. They would have had to jump with Breacher. I didn't even think about just killing them for whatever reason. Okay. Flash. Okay. Trade with Nissa. Oh, they have Dismember or something? No, they can't have Dismember. Could reprieve it, but they can't counter it regularly. I don't know if they're running reprieve or not. Can't remember if we saw it last game. You don't want to crack that Mesa. At least not yet. You gotta play your Omnath plus other land first or something. Okay. Alright, GG. It was a close one. Should have just won that earlier. Never let them do the Hull Breacher thing, but ended up getting bailed out, kinda. Two-oh. I was gonna say this deck's kind of a mediocre Black Lotus list, but what we were able to do with 6 that one game was pretty sick. It's funny, I mentioned it in the deck building as like the kind of the one broken thing we could do with it, and then we actually were able to do it the next game. Or, I guess. Was that? No, I think that was like game 1 or 2 of the first match or something like that. Hand seems pretty bad. Keep. I think I just bought him Death Greeter's Champion or Copter. It's probably Copter because the spawn can't crew it. I'm gonna be rumbling turn 2. Death Greeter's just better later, probably. I mean, Copter would help me loot to like go find a flash target, but Rumble can also look pretty well. So, oh god. Turn 1 fast bond. Alright. I should have like Dork Pass. Forest Mountain Pass. Wait. I play 1 Ketria Triumph. Odawara on that. Draw. Into fetch land? Wow. Fast one Omnath plus 5 lands. See if they'll follow up. Five mana. Thalia plus put Lutri to hand. Yep. Alright, that's pretty good. Well, of course, thanks to Thalia, I can't binding unless... No, I just can't binding because I need the white source, but I don't have like a white-black land besides Rafine's Tower. Hmm. Take 6. I guess I upkeep binding. Let's look for a flash target here. No, just an Omnath. Of course, now I get punished for playing my swamp before rimbling. It's kind of brutal. Still take it though. It's my own fault. Wasn't really anything I could have played off tower that I couldn't have played off of one of these other lands anyway, so. They rip a Natali, or at least, they may have already had that. That may have just been their last card they've been sitting on. Lotus and Myco spawn. Okay. I mean, if I rip Atraxa, I probably still have a decent chance, but I feel pretty dead here. Oh, wow. We're technically dying to Field of the Dead. Incredible. I'm gonna draw Atraxa, and if I'd played Omnath, that'd actually be okay. No. Alright, GG. I guess, GG. Okay. Fast bond to Omnath. Into fetch land. Good stuff. Playing a Tali, which may mean sneak attack. Teamer. White also, of course, for Omnath. Their Field of the Deading. Thalia is surprisingly annoying. Yeah, let's run it back. Where were you guys last game? What the hell? Don't come showing up now. I don't think I can keep this. I mean, I have Omnath mana and an Omnath, but I'd have to draw Flash for either of these to be good. Certainly no guarantee of that. I think I have to mull. Sand's better. It's not great. I guess I'll keep. Lotus is turn 2. Oh, I thought it was Lotus for a second. I saw the artifact frame. You can say Lotus is a turn 2 natural order Atraxa. Copter's not a bad draw though. Can't be mad at it. I think I go get Overgrown Tomb, or just, I guess just Swamp. Overgrown Tomb, no, it doesn't even, Help me cast Omnath turn 4 if I draw it. Still be like double green. Black doesn't help. So swamp is still fine. Can get a Taiga for Omnath, but like I don't have the Omnath yet, so I'll just get a black source because I'm missing it. Surak. Could ditch this and then play it off of the land. Kind of be the same difference. Ditch the land. I don't really like ditching a white source, but this can do. Unfortunately, I can't kill Minskin Boo because I can only deal 3 damage. So, in that case, I think I just attack with 6 still. I could copter and try to draw an untapped land, but I guess 6 is better at finding that anyway. Sentinel. Roll for Atraxa. Take 7. Could just get Primus. Blow up the Minskin Boo, have a 6/6. Is that better? Glad I still had a Fabled Passage target. That would have been awkward. Primus seems better, yeah. I'm not sure. Traxa gets a lot of stuff, makes him deal with it. But getting the Minskin Boo off the table is kind of nice. They're red-green, so unlikely they can exile. They're playing blue. Could bounce it, I guess. I'm just gonna get a Traxa. Leyline Binding, Flash, but no Primus. I think I still take it though. Taiga, Tundra. Need the Tundra. Alright. Okay. Regardless of how much we draw? Well, that's just not true. You know how drawing cards works? It means you get to play them afterwards. We're not just dead on board. Sure. I could crew it. I don't think I'm blocking anyway. Maybe that was all part of their plan. Take 7. Get you to hand. Okay. Yeah, I think we're good. Oh, I didn't see your hydrate. I actually ran out of water. I do need to go get more water. It's actually... It's copper. So then I have binding and... dismember up if I need it. To lose much life. I don't know, I guess I still would have had both. Whatever. I have flash up. Winds O abandon. Copy it. Okay. I don't think crewing matters. No more basics. Nice. Get some free exiles. Not gonna dismember. Would have been nice to have Sirach on board, of course. A bit of a punt by me, I guess. Black. I don't think I'm going to be fire covenanting. Drawing removal for both Minsk and Boo was. Well, we didn't need removal for both. We just needed a way to block and all that. I don't know. I definitely could have gone wrong. I just felt like that was the better line than just destroying the Minsk. Lotus. I don't think there's much reason to not play it, just in case I want Covenant or something. I could have tapped differently. Field the Dead with 3 basic mountains. Sowing Myco Spawn, okay. Get a blue source. I think I'll Covenant now. Go to 10, take out their creatures. Oh, they don't get a blue source. They go for the Surveil. Keep a card on top, okay. Interesting. I guess I don't really want to use my Lotus for this. But it only really matters if I draw a Primus, which I can just flash anyway. So, yeah, let's do it. Just don't want to go too low on life before I do this. getting to where I can just cast the dude, so I'm just gonna discard the flash. You want to see Sirach? Skyclave, alright. Going for the Sirach or the Inti? I guess you go for the Inti. Go for the Sirach, okay. Get a 3/3. Leovold. The Lee of old. It's like how Nadu should have been. Yeah. GG. On to game 3. This is for the trophy. Jite made... Jite looked a little better there. But we are on the draw now, which makes it a little worse. I don't know how good Fire Covenant is. I feel like I don't have that much life to work with. But it's probably still pretty good. That Minskin move is a problem. But it usually is. You think Vindicate? Yeah, I don't know what I'd take out though. Maybe Inti on the draw. Dismember it now. Absolutely not. No, Dismember is great. I mean, Copter was pretty good there, but I could actually see cutting Copter. Just like Copter, nah. That's tough. Maybe Grist. Grist is pretty good at stalling, but it's not very good against like Minskinbu and Omnath and stuff. Well, it's decent against Omnath, kills Omnath, but maybe Leovold. I'm gonna cut Grist. Bring in Jite. I don't know if that makes any sense, but let's roll with it. Seems a bit off-brand. Well, I wanted to keep it in if we're bringing in Jite. Death Reader can deal massive amounts of damage. You don't have to be like an aggro deck. It's just a good closer. That's just my opinion, of course. Once upon a time, Dismember... Yeah. Seemed good. Hope to find a cheaper green creature to natural order. That's a cheap red creature. I think I had Catacombs for Rafine's Tower, so I can get my white and black source, but also still be able to maybe play Omnath turn 4. all the fetches. I kind of want to draw those after Omnath, but it is what it is. It's Once Upon a Time. Primus. Passage. Sentinel. Sentinel's pretty good. Seems like they have a flash creature. So I'm not completely out of pressure. So I want to take the 3-drop creature, but I do have a 3-drop relic already. I'm gonna take the fetch for Omnath post. What? Just chilling? What do you mean? There you go. We have domain. Oh, no flash creature. That's good for me. Skyclave's fine. Just get basic forest. Don't go too low on life. Now we have the option to either put a charge counter on Relic and then be able to Omnath plus Rumble, or I just dismember the Apparition, get a 2/2, save a little bit of life, and then still Omnath fetch. I guess I can still Omnath fetch, but then I can't natural order. It's okay though. I won't have double green if I don't put a charge counter on Relic. Maybe it is better to just put a charge counter on. Yeah, I don't mind going to 15. They didn't play anything else, so. Wait, I missed that. Why did Italia go to the yard? Is it Surveillant? Oh. Oh no, we drew the Atraxa. Okay, we can play it at some point with Omnath maybe. Alright, we need white or blue here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite Atraxa. Drew the Jitte. I think we have Mountain Swamp to get. Wow, I used my blue. I was thinking we could hit Binding, but we play that off Relic. Now I can't play that. Wow, I literally can't play either of these. That's insane. Why did I do that? Oh no, I have red. Okay, I have red. Alright, we'll take Kavu then. Atraxa next turn. If I get a land, yeah. Well, that was stupid. I really hate the fucking rope on Arena. I know I need to play faster, but it's really lame that we're playing Cube with a rope. Don't need land. Yeah, I don't know. I counted. I'm busy punting. Sick draw. What do I want to put under the binding? I guess apparition. I know I could play Atraxa, but I think this is better. No need for binding. I think it was, I think it's reasonably likely that I hit a fetch if I didn't already go through like all of my fetches. Like on a normal board where maybe I only played one fetch or whatever, I could jam Atraxa and then try to hit a fetch into Omnath and like just still have enough mana to pretty much do all of that. But the fact that I went through, I think pretty much all my fetches, if not actually all of them. Yeah, I went through all my fetches. So there wasn't any way for Omnath to add mana. So I think just in that case, playing Atraxa out when I have the opportunity to otherwise just kill Minsc and Vu and Skyclave in the same turn while they're tapped out, felt like it was better, and start to get counters on Jete. I think that was just a better play, especially because the option to play Atraxa is not going to go away. Because next turn I could like natural order, go get Primus or something, but then I'm still pretty close to Atraxa on this board. I don't know. It felt a little better. It's kind of funny to say that after, you know, just the previous game, I did actually play Atraxa straight into a Minsc and Vu, but it was different there. I had other options there. All right, 3-0. Made a couple mistakes, but it's hard to go through an entire Vintage Cube draft making 0 mistakes. Especially when you're on Arena. Alright, we get some Baldur's Gate packs, a Phyrexia pack, and a couple prize packs. Pretty cool. Good play, situational awareness. Thank you. Yeah, it comes in spurts, revelations, you know. I'll make plays like that, have good turns, and then I'll do things like I did, I think yesterday or 2 days ago. 0 cards in the library, attack with Uro when I didn't need to. You know, happens. Alright, you want to open some packs? Let's just open the prize ones. Worry about the other ones later. I kind of want to see what all I get for the other packs, you know? Like, see what the numbers are. Make bets on which set I get the most packs of. I wanted to open them one at a time. Oh well. This works too. Okay, these are all like random commons and uncommons from other sets, but then we get a bunch of rares from these. So we got Assure, Assemble. Packs on Arena can't make you sad. Taborax, what the hell is that? I didn't play any Zendikar Rising, so. Interesting. Cleric Lord. Sigarda's Summons. Ooh, Figure Destiny, nice. Unexpectedly Absent number 2. It's actually the third one I've gotten. Green Sun Zenith, nice. Innkeeper's Talent. Leovold, nice. Woodfall Primus. Titania. Omniscience, alright. Cool stuff. Titania, Woodfall, Leovold, bunch of cube cards. So I haven't actually looked at how they spell it out in terms of like what's in the prize packs, but from what I've gathered, it doesn't seem that complicated. I think you get one card from the cube, and you get one card that's a rare from like any other set, and then the rest of the commons and uncommons are just like random commons and uncommons. They may be like non-standard, I guess, based on what we've seen. No, there's Edge of Eternities. Okay. Yeah, so I think it's just random commons and uncommons. I don't know if they're curated at all. And then, yeah, I think one random rare from any set and then one like cube rare. Pretty cool. Yeah, we'll open those other ones later. We'll do another draft and then I think I'll call it after 2 today. I'm gonna grab some water real quick. Hopefully I can do it before the draft. Wow, surprised it's not full. Thought I was gonna have to be the guy that didn't ready up. There we go. I was just waiting for me to sit down. Ooh. First we get Lotus, now we get Crypt. Lucky. So I'm gonna take Mana Crypt. 0 mana, add 2 mana. And then there's says some other stuff that doesn't really matter, you know. Passing Polluted Delta. Cataxian Probe, Necromancy. Workshop, Spellbinder. Yep. Easy Crypt as usual. So Crypt is slightly different from Lotus in terms of like what cards you might want to prioritize, because it does just add 2 colorless mana. It's not mana of any color, so Taking solid 3s and 4s is kind of where you want to be. You think DT? Yeah, it's certainly reasonable, but why would you want to tutor for something that you drafted in your deck that you already kind of know about and can plan for, when you can, for 1 fewer mana, tutor a card from anywhere in the cube? Granted, it's in the pack that you opened, but I'm kind of in for booster tutor. Guide of Souls is tempting too, because Mana Crypt is really good in white. But I think DT is the correct pick here. I'm going to pass the booster tutor. If it was anything less than DT, I think I would probably take the booster. But I think it's kind of hard to justify that. I'm not quite to the goofy stage of Arena Cube yet. I'm trying to do the optimal thing most of the time. You think Breacher? Yeah, with the tutor and the crypt, it seems pretty good. Draw 7s are good with fast mana. So taking another incentive to take a draw 7 is nice. I'm looking at this Arid Mesa too. It's always pretty safe to take a fetch. Verdant Catacombs too, black fetch for tutor. But Breacher can be powerful for sure. Yeah, let's breach it up. Now we get Grim Monolith, Riddler, Ending, Elspeth, Gut. So what do you mean by unrecognizable art? Like this stuff? Or what do you mean? Or these? I think this might be the only version of Demonic Tutor on Arena. I'm leaning towards Monolith, just getting more fast mana. Don't really have much of a game plan beyond that. Just got Tutor and mana. Alright, now we got Bat, Miscalc, Breeding Pool. Discharge is good. I like Bat typically. And I mean, pretty even between black and blue, but you know, Tutor typically lean a little bit more towards that than a Breacher. And I think Bat's better than Miscalc. So change them back to original art. Yeah, I don't know if that works for all of them though, because I think some cards they only have like one art that's actually on Arena. I could be wrong though. I know there's a setting to take off like the styles that you've unlocked, because it like auto applies styles and stuff. And take Bat. Now we get Dismember, Bank Buster, Cyst. Yeah, some artifacts coming around. We could just lean more artifacts, but I think I take Dismember. Acolyte, Dreams, Coveted Jewel. Coveted Jewel seems good with this fast mana. Flage is a strong card, but I'm not really on Flage. I think I take Jewel. It's pretty good with Hull Breacher. If they try to steal the Jewel, you just Hull Breacher them. Memory Jar. Similarly good. Nothing else here for me, really. Bayou, Burst Lightning, Curiosity. I guess Bayou's good if we want to try to get Leovold. Another draw 7 Punisher. But it seems like Blackcleave Cliffs, like Grixis is probably more likely to be played, but Bayou is a better land because it's a fetchable duel instead of a Blackcleave Cliffs. Plus it always comes in untapped. So it's tough. I don't think Turso would be crazy either. I'm gonna go Bayou. If it was a Badlands, I'd slam Badlands over Bayou for sure, but the Eldritch Horrors of Arena's machinations. Nice. It's probably for the best. We did wheel Titania. It's a good card. I'm gonna take an iteration though. Maybe dip into red. Betting Splash Uka. Alright, take an emissary now, because I think we could easily end up being a much heavier artifact list. Seen a lot of artifact stuff going around. It's a very late gut. We'll be passing some strong stuff. Discharge, Breeding Pool, Urtai. I mean, Urtai is definitely a card we could play, but I think I'm going to end up being red based on what we've seen, so let's take a Discharge. I think that's better. Overlord, maybe get some recursion. Probably not playing Hired Claw though, I guess. Alright, there's the Twister. Yeah, gut going that late's pretty much unforgivable. We'd be passing a Strip Mine, which is, I think, fine. So fast pawn would kind of be nice to wheel. We got the Bayou, so maybe we could splash it for draw 7 stuff, but I would want like at least 2 draw 7s to try to play fast pawn, I think. Spire Bluff would be nice to wheel. But yeah, I think it's an easy Twister. With the Breacher and the rocks. Ooh. This is kind of an interesting pick. There's a simple and slightly unexciting Preordain, which I think is good, but I'm looking at this Upheaval with Mana Crypt, Grim Monolith, Coveted Jewel. People on Arena take fast bond a lot? Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at any data on it. There's a Fractured Identity here too. Karn would also be fine, but I think I'd take Upheaval and hope that I can maybe get an Academy or Urza in the next, like, what, 28 picks? Saheeli, yeah. Handful of things I could wheel there. I'm sure I'll get something. Ooh, Talisman of Dominance. I would like to have. I don't know if I need to take it here. But what else am I really wanting? Evora, Riverpire. I don't think I'm broncoing. Mastermind's fine. Plunder's fine. I kind of need to figure out if I'm like red, blue, tempo, aggro, whatever, or if I'm blue artifacts with whatever other colors. Cause like I feel like Evora is a decent pick here, based on like discharge, gut, and everything makes artifacts. Does tempo, yeah, but plunder does too. I'm gonna be boring and just take the land though. When in doubt, just take the duel. Malcolm. I like Malcolm, but there's a Narset. We have Twister, Jar. I mean, Jar and Narset's not as big of a deal, because giving them cards on the Jar turn doesn't always matter. Jar Hull Breacher is very good, because it gives you treasures. There's an Entomb also. Entomb's a strong card, but I feel like I need to nail down a strategy of some sort instead of taking another half a strategy. Yeah, let's go Narset, I guess. That's true. Displacer Kitten, 2 wheels. Yeah, but like I said, Memory Jar Narset is not like crazy good. Time Twister Narset is very good, but Jar is like, it's expensive. Narset, the odds that Narset survives before you get to Jar is one thing, and then also even when you do Jar, it's like them not getting their cards is not a big deal for like 1 turn. Kappa over Displacer Kitten, Lelio. Displacer Kitten's kind of cool though. Yeah, let's take that. I'm not exactly convinced I can be a Kappa deck. But Kitten Monolith and Kitten Crypt is pretty good. Kitten Coveted Jewel. Take Volcanic here over Looting, Talisman, Death Greeters. Fetchable blue-red land seems good. Same with Watery Grave here. Over Thunder Trap, Bitter Triumph, Sewers. Sewers is fine, but I think Untapped is better here. Ooh, Oculus. Windswept Heath doesn't really help us. Definitely shouldn't still be in the pack, but... Do I want an Oculus? Probably just want Dig Through Time. Or Teferi. I mean, Dig and Oculus are kind of similar. Third Path. Manifest Clarion Academy. Or Thirst. Thirst is decent. Yeah, I'll take Thirst. Some kind of tough picks. I'm going to take Preordain over Saheeli. I've got so many threes. I think Saheeli would be fine, but Preordain's nice. Just a cheap setup card. Right, we got Plunder and Evora back. Definitely taking one of them. Do I care about the discard? Not really. I feel like Plunder's a little bit better. Alright, got the Malcolm back too. That's nice. Take that over Robber Slice. Got Lelia back too. Red's just super open. Lots of options indeed. Alright. I'm starting to think maybe we shouldn't be too focused on artifacts. We should just be playing more of these good red cards in more of an aggro fashion. Like, what if we cut Jewel, Heave, maybe even Dig? I don't know. We have a Hired Claw. Should probably still be playing like Jewel for Hull Breacher and such. I'll see. There's a Breach here. I think I take Ragavan though. That's what I've got. Bobble. Oh. Why? There's an academy. Damn it. I don't even have a good academy deck though. Like I have Mana Crypt Monolith. And I mean Emissary is good, but like not without any other artifacts. I already know what's gonna happen though. I'm gonna pass Academy and then every other pack's gonna have like a nice cheap artifact in it. Ugh. Yeah. Bloodstained Mire, Pyrogoy, Mand are all very good too. I think I just take Bloodstained Mire and be responsible here and have a functional deck. Goyf is tempting too, but I have a lot of playables, so let's just take the Excellent Fixing. Could take Underground Sea here too. I already have the Grave, so maybe I can take something like Spell Pierce instead. It seems like I'll wheel something out here. I like Spell Pierce. Tameo is good. Copter is pretty good. I'll take the Tameo though. Goyf will wheel. Yeah, right. Well, I say yeah, right. It definitely shouldn't. But Lelia, Gut, Death Greeters all wheeled. They're excellent red cards, so yeah, I guess it could happen. You know, I took Bloodstained Mire, but I may not even end up playing black. I guess with the fixing it's decent, but like Bat Tutor are my only black cards. Here we have Minskin Boo. I do have that Bayou, so I guess Minskin Boo's on the table with Bloodstained Mire. So that Greenland, yeah. Sure do. Alright, this is a weird deck, but it's gonna do something by the end. Fallen Shinobi. Doesn't look like a very bad Shinobi list. Jace. Borrower. I guess Willow Rush is another Minskin Boo land. It's pretty free because it's blue first. Swift Spear, Spell Bomb. Seems like a decent Jace list, Shinobi list. Yeah, let's go Shinobi. Maybe Willow Rush will wheel. Whoa, Psychic Frog. There's a Xander's Lounge too, but Psychic Frog is insanely good. Alright, we're playing black. It's confirmed. I mean, I took Shinobi too, of course, but... Alright, Raucous Theater seems good. Over Ponder? Yeah, we have a lot of playables. I'll take the Theater. Glorybringer, Ponder, Blast, all fine. Like, I have enough artifact production that Blast could probably deal for a decent amount of the time, but I think Theater's good here. The Frog Runer formats, yeah. Gobin. I don't think I need Frantic Search or anything. Gobin seems good. Not really a Fire Blast list. You're right. People are just passing Pyroglyphs. Flame Slash would be excellent in this deck too. I'd love to have a cheap little Flame Slash, but I mean, Goyf is incredible. Just wield every red card. Hazoret is tempting with Monolith, but I also like Abrade. I like all these except maybe Epicure. Yeah, let's take Abrade. I don't know, it's not my favorite. Proving Ground with Minskin Boo. Another tapped red-black land. Or Chandra. I'll take the land. I don't really like Arena of Glory very much in these kinds of decks. Ooh. I don't know. Maybe Borrow is better. Alright, a lot of options here. Gonna have to make several cuts. Let's see. I might bring the Overlord back in. I think Breacher Time Twister is still pretty good, especially having the tutor to set it up. Maybe cut some of the very aggressive cards. The uber aggressive cards. Random white sources for the flippy guy. This guy. I don't really like this card. Like the 2 mana thing just really doesn't do much at all. And the 5 mana thing is just a 5 mana thing that's gonna be hard to cast for us. And even in like a deck that can cast it, I just don't think it's very good. I don't know. Like the 2 mana 2/1 thing is just so unappealing to me. Exile the top card and then, like, yeah, it could last more than 1 turn for you to play it, but it also goes away when the creature dies. So like, if you need to play it and then they just have like a cheap burn spell. You don't even get access to the card at all. Like they can just respond to the trigger. You don't even get the card. You never get to see it. I don't know. I mean, obviously I'm talking worst case scenario, but like it just doesn't seem very good. When like the best case scenario is that you played a 2-mana 2/1 and got to play a card. It's like, I don't know. It's just kind of a shrug thing, yeah. Like you say. Do I want this monolith? It doesn't seem to actually do much. I mean, it's like maybe a turn 3 Minsk and Boo or Goy for something, but that doesn't even seem that great. Or I mean, a turn 3 Minsk and Boo is good, but like it would require a significant setup. Twister without Narset. And we have Hull Breacher. Do you mean like you think we should be playing Narset to take advantage of Twister more? I can maybe get behind that, but I'm also kind of considering just cutting those anyway. But I don't actually have to make that many cuts because right now this is 17 lands and Crypt, and I wouldn't mind just cutting 2 lands. So we're at like 11 non-creature things, 12 non-creature. Hmm. I wonder if I cut Thirst. Play a Braid. More than one wheel advantage. Yeah. Yeah, I worry about playing a Narset in a deck that's trying to kind of curve out now and kill the opponent. Like, Hull Breacher is a much more proactive Twister combo, whereas Narset's a little bit more controlling. You know, you play the Narset, maybe get a spell off of it, protect your Narset, and then you're able to Twister. Whereas we based on our curve here, we kind of want to be attacking and being proactive and dealing with threats and stuff. And a Narset might not fit into that. You know, you play a Narset, get a spell, and then they're able to attack back, or you have to keep blockers up. You know, I feel like we're not quite built for a Narset thing, but I think the Breacher Twister with a tutor is still pretty good. I don't know, just my thoughts, I guess. Don't know if it's correct. I'm wondering if I think maybe Mind Collapse is just better than Overlord. I don't have a way to like blink it or anything, or recur it. It's something to cast off of Monolith would be kind of the only consideration, and then it's like, if I cut the Overlord, am I just cutting Monolith? Because it's not doesn't seem very good here. It's good with Kitten. The Breacher's always good. It's not even true though. There are decks that don't really care about drawing cards. I know what you mean though. It's more often good than a random twister, I guess. Seems worth, yeah. Yeah, I'm probably gonna end up playing it. I'm trying to cut it to like see what it looks like. See what these different versions of the deck look like. It's kind of a tricky build. Because I mean, I very much could still end up going the route of more of like a combo-y list with like Kitten, Monolith, and Jewel, trying to like flicker stuff. And at that point, I would probably play Narset and Thirst and Upheaval and all that. Try to heave and all that. But then I think Kitten would be kind of be my only way to produce a lot of mana. At which point, I think Upheaval is probably not very good. So, kind of cascades out of the deck from there, you know. But I could also see just playing like Monolith and even maybe playing Jar or Jewel, but it's a lot riding on the whole Breacher in that case. It's kind of boring, but I think I'm just supposed to play like Mind Collapse. Just, you know, play creatures, play removal, a little bit of card draw. And then I think I do. Let's play Monolith, and then we'll just cut 2 lands. I think that's kind of what I want. 4, 5. I don't think I want basic forest. I don't have a green fetch or anything. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blue. It's kind of low. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 black. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did I count the black correctly? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. Was that 9 red? 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are we at? 10, 5, 11. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 9, 8, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 2 green. Or 3 green. Yeah, I don't think I can cut another land then. Maybe Mind Collapse back out then. It's 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 17. Yeah, I like this. Between like Monolith and Crypt though, maybe I should just be playing Overlord. I want something to kind of spike at the top end. Hmm. Let's just roll with this. Play some games. Seems good. Breacher, tutor. Cool. Let's see, if I tutor for Time Twister now, I get a turn 3 Island Pass, Breacher into Twister. Just hope they don't have Hand Disruption. They didn't have turn 1, otherwise I could just play Deep Cavern Bat. Let's go for it. Like if they have a bat here, it's kind of rough. Mosswood, okay. Tap out for a creature. Not a Deep Cavern Bat. Ah. Okay. Works. They already played a land, so unless they have a snuff out, which looks like they might, they had priority there. They could have snuff out. Take the frog. It's actually fine with me because then it would put it under a creature after I Time Twister. They might have the snuff out though. They still have priority. Play land first. I think I do. Oh, yeah, okay. I guess they didn't have snuff out. That's funny. They did have a way to look at my hand, but they couldn't take what was important. I didn't see anything that really indicates I need to make any changes. Jund colors. Maybe Overlord's better on the draw here. Reactive. I think Ragavan's still fine. Plunderer. I like Plunderer as another way to be able to play Minskin Boo turn 3. Fixes for it too. It's nice with Gut. Yeah. Just run it back. I think it's black makes Shinobi a little riskier, just because black has a lot of access to removal. But we'll see how it goes. No black source, but turn 1 Tameo seems pretty good. Maybe draw us into some stuff, so I'm gonna keep. I mean, I don't like 3 mountains, but there's a swamp. Good. Grief. So they do have catch-all, hand disruption. They have the black for Lily. So I'd rather not sacrifice any of my creatures, but they also have brutality, so I can't really avoid losing something. Let's see. If I take Lily, they brutality the bat. Get the Lily back. But by that time I'll have Gut out or Lelia. I don't think I take grief. I think I would rather they use the brutality. They might even discard a card to try to look at my hand. And they whiff. Maybe they'll grief first, see what I have. See if they need to do that. Oh, they're just gonna hardcast grief. Okay. That works. Yeah, take whatever. Pretty interchangeable. I think they'll take gut, yeah, because Lily just gets blocked. Now I have an instant. It's kind of annoying. But they don't know that. They think I don't have one. Or I'm unlikely to have one. I think... I don't actually know what's correct here. I think I'm supposed to attack with Lelia and trade. Yeah, I think I trade. Ox Ruby, huh? So now they can just cast the Overlord. Another reason to just attack with Lelia there. Ooh, they get a Barrowglyph? Nice. Oh, they got Harvester. Okay, it's fine. Do I iteration or do I flip Tameo? Flipping Tameo and it just dies to Overlord is probably not the best. They could like Brutality plus Harvester, like discard. Kill the Tameo. They can just like Brutality, Bat. Play Lily. They don't have the black sources for that right now. Alright, just iteration then. One into your hand. Sure. I mean, I'm tutoring, but I can't get a instant or sorcery because of brutality. Frog. Tapped out, so no spell pierce. Twister. Don't have Minskin Boo mana. Just get Goyf. It's a 3/4. Shinobi. Yeah. They get to look at it, but they can't really do anything unless they go for the Lily play and they have the mana for it. They need another black source. Oh. Or they can do that. Just rip a fatal push. That does suck. Kind of wish I had took the Goyf now, but you know, that's how it goes. And they drew dreams? What the fuck? What are these draws? Playing around their hand and they draw like 2 exact cards that counter that. Mox Ruby, Mox Jet. Seems good. Yeah, whatever. Raucous Theater. I think I draw first. Goopin. Mayhem. Does Mayhem say when it's just if you discard it? Okay, so it's not just if it's put in the graveyard. I guess that'd be too good. Alright, Surveil. Rogue. Sure. Oh, stupid. I knew they had that. Whatever. Dumb. What's Fleam? Is he like a 3/3? Yeah. Oh. Frog. Sorry. Now they have Lily. Yeah, I really messed that up, huh? Blue, red, black. I'd rather have. No, I guess that's fine. I still have a land drop. Boy, do I. Alright, I've seen enough. Yeah, kind of good with Frog indeed. It didn't matter there, though. I was very dead. Even if I hadn't played the Goblin. Cast any spell for 2 less, yeah. Yeah, I recognize that it was not the best to play there. I think Mind Collapse, yeah. Seemed like I had some targets, huh? A lot of removal and hand disruption, so I think Shinobi can go. They already know about it too. Kind of makes me want to cut the Breacher plan. Also, but maybe just on the play put in more of an aggro, like Hired Claw with Spear Start. I don't think that's too crazy. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Yeah, I don't mind cutting those, especially because they already know about them, and like anytime your opponent's like kind of scared of a certain combo in your deck and you're able to cut it to good effect, kind of get better value. So we have Thirst as an option, or we can put more aggressive creatures in, or like an Overlord. I kind of like the Overlord plan. The aggressive creatures fall pretty flat to the Harvester if they rip that. I don't think a Hired Claw would be crazy though. Let's just play Thirst. Yeah, Overlord seems good. Grim Monolith, Mana Crypt. Speaking of which, no blue. This hand looks really good at first glance, but then as the more you look at it, the worse it looks. Because like Crypt Monolith obviously is like a turn 1 Goyf, but a turn 1 Goyf does nothing. I don't have blue for Frog. I think I still keep. Just the potential here is pretty high if I can surveil into a blue source. How about a green source? Well, I'm gonna be upset when I draw Minskin Boo, but I think I have to bin that. Save us, Island. Please, Island. It's for a good cause, I swear. Oh my god. Okay. Death Greeter's Champion, huh? So it's just lands in the yard, so it's still just a 1-2. Can't kill the Liberator. Could Mind Collapse it. Just play like a 3-2 double strike champion. Is that any good? Probably not. Seems bad. I think I just actually play Monolith and let them, if they want to kill it, that's fine. I think I allow it. Put the counter on itself. Yeah, I'm aware. I'm aware of the champion's abilities. Yep. Didn't even attack first, it's weird. Okay. Take my Mind Collapse. I think I greet him here. But playing Plunder is also kind of nice. It's a 5-6 now all of a sudden. Maybe I just play that. I'd kind of like to kill a thing with it. But whatever, it's just jam. Doesn't die to push, doesn't die to harvester. Like, a lot of the stuff we saw from them doesn't actually kill Goyf. I mean, I know that they have cards in their deck to kill it, I'm sure, but... Oh, okay, that was enough. They hate the Monolith, yeah. They didn't even get in for 2 damage before they killed it. GG. The Goyf was enough. 1-0. Yeah. It's got a monkey. We're on the draw though, so might not be good enough. I'm not gonna come out with it turn 1. Let's just play Island for Pierce. Although red-green, I mean, not as likely to have a turn 2 non-creature spell, but I still don't think putting the monkey out turn 1 is a great idea. Oh, well, lucky us. It's a non-creature creature. Wow, 2 Verges. That's funny. They only have red and black. Yeah, let's just dash the monkey. Curator. Very well. So I missed a land drop. I just wanted to get that treasure instead of playing Malcolm. Why? Oh, they needed to play the Proving Ground first for green. Makes sense. Demonic Tutor. Tutor for a land. Hmm. Two, three. Maybe getting in with Ragavan again, kind of being in the same mana position next turn is better, rather than being down on treasure. But Goyf's a better creature to have on the board, of course. Fury, smoke the Goyf. Okay. What they exile? Chain Lightning. Kudoki. Ignoble Jutei. Okay, I think I'll just abrade the Jutei when they try to equip. Assuming that happens. Or, I mean, I don't know. I can just do it in combat, doesn't really matter. Might as well wait till they tap the Hierarch to attack. They're not gonna equip. Well, they are equipping, but they're not attacking. Seems weird. Alright, well in that case, I'll just Malcolm then. Drew the Bayou. Alright, attack. Drew the Twister. So now we can go get Hull Breacher. I think Ragavan's probably done. Just kill that, let him have a treasure. Get Breacher now. Could also just get Minsc and Boo. Yeah, Minsc and Boo actually seems better. I don't like changing course mid-tutor, but I think it is just better. You got a dragon? Oh, I see. Alright. Maybe I'll just discharge the outlaw then if they're gonna give double strike. They dash it? They did, okay. I would still need to deal with the Jutei. Take 8. Take 10. Just still got Death Creator to deal with. I think I do this. Just gonna have to deal with the Death Creators. If they don't draw a land, they can't equip and dash. So we should be okay. Could just play Frog and wait on the Minskin Boo. Make sure they can't double strike Jitte. That's probably better. Happened to round 1. I don't actually remember. Oh, last match. I think that was when we just Pyroglyphed them and then they scooped to a 5/6 Pyroglyph. Discard. I guess we discard land. Yeah, I'm gonna go Frog. Could also just kill the Death Creators, I guess. Skull Clamp, okay. Interesting. Don't actually care about the Jitte that much. No, I should just let this happen. I think Jitte's better. And then I think I do actually just upgrade the champion. Obviously riskier when they play another creature, but pretty well set up here. I could even just discard to Frog and then do I have, so 3 plus 7 is 10. I can put him to 2. I don't think I play Island. Draw first. I think it's okay to play one land. He said right before it wasn't okay to play one land. Of course they have a haster. No other land though? Okay, good. I take. GG. So we didn't see any black cards. I'm not sure what they're playing black for. Seems like kind of a bad Ragavan matchup, especially on the draw. Bring in Mind Collapse. Jitte is a problem. I don't think I'll be fortunate enough to deal with all their threats the same way this time. Could cut Shinobi. Maybe for Overlord. If we're not going to be as much in the driver's seat. Need to be more reactive. Reminding me that there's another creature on the other side. Okay, maybe don't play this into a Harvester of Misery. Okay, keep this. No crypt, but seems good. Frog. Billy. I shouldn't have played that. I don't think attacking is wise. Yuck. It's really good with Dread Knight. I guess I take 6 now. Oh, they're not attacking? That's insane. You should definitely attack there. That seems wild. Still an 0-1. So it still goes to the graveyard, okay. I think I just attack with that. Yeah, let's just play Flame. They can let them go, I think. If they so choose. Go up to a 10 power if they activate. 7 toughness. Yeah. No blocks. be bad. Into a Jitte? Ugh. Gross. Okay. So, Goyf is 2 mana with Fleam. Plunder's 1, Malcolm's 1. I can Mind Collapse, so I can play everything. Timing will still apply, but if Malcolm is flash, so I can still discard and flash it. Twisty. Oh, I tapped the wrong. I tapped the wrong lands. Okay. Or no, I don't need. I don't need that. Okay. 4. I can still discard Malcolm and cast it with Fleam. Yep. Big tramps. 6. Can I just take it? I should just take it. They can gain some life if they want. Ping the bat, play Death Greeters. Single block, it's got trample. Single block seems very bad. Unless I had some way to make Power go up at 4/5 maybe. Death Greeters. You have 3 artifacts, they can gain 2 life, or just ping the Malcolm. I guess they'd rather do that. So they take 3, 5. Block. 8, That's enough. I can also give flying, I guess. Oh no, I shouldn't do that. I can just block it. I don't want to shrink the glue. Whatever. I already know I have lethal, so. GG. Yeah, I don't think blocking Dread Knight there is good, even if it was a chump, because I didn't care so much about taking the damage. I only cared about losing creatures and being able to, like, not being able to win on the crackback. So I knew they were going to get Jitte counters either way. That's the good thing about Jitte is pretty much always gets the counters unless they have a way to like block and sack. And I didn't really care much about my life total because I assumed that I could win the following turn, but I don't know. 2-0. One more match. That'll be it for the stream. See if we can close out with a trophy. Ooh. Gaming, yeah. Seems decent. Bloodstain for theater, or do we save it for, do we go get like Proving Ground for Minskin Boo? Hope. Could just go ahead and discharge the Kithian, but then I can't Psychic Frog on 2. Oh, you know, I could just Volcanic Island and discharge, but they're gonna tap it. Like, it's not like I need to worry about the indestructible too much. I think I can find a better target than Kithian. I don't need to slam off the removal. Yeah, I'm gonna grab Theater. I don't know. I could just get the green source. I could keep a green source here, but I don't think I want another land. Which kind of saying that Minskin Boo maybe not likely to be cast. Okay. Frog. Enduring Innocence, okay. Monkey. The monkey. Gutsworth. I can't really prevent them from drawing with Innocence, so I don't think I'm gonna target it. Could though, it's got lifelink. Not that I'm really trying to race, I'm just trying to outvalue with Frog. It's just Ragon and Breacher. Chariot. Okay. Fair enough. I think I want to sack the crypt for a 4-1. Oh shit, I should have killed the Kithian actually. No, let's just kill a cat. Because now they can't crew chariot on blocks, so I'll have to discard as many. Double strike frog. I think I dash it. I don't really want to lose a crypt flip, but I think I do this. And then I think I will give flying. Leave an artifact for Pyroglyph. I think that's least likely to be in the yard later. Although, if I get to sack Crypt with Gut again, could be different. Me jumping. Jumping or nah. What happens if I discard? So if they don't block, if I discard 3 cards, it's 10, it's 14, 18, put them to 2. I think Breacher's a little too good. Assuming they don't have burn for him, or swords or something. Could have attacked with Gut to like threaten lethal, but I didn't think they just snap trade with Gut, so I don't know. Might need Gut to block anyway, so I don't die on the crackback. They could easily have like a champion of their own. Oh wait, am I... Oh, you know what? I think I actually missed lethal. Because if I hadn't played Grim Monolith, and I just played the champion, tapped out for it or whatever, I could have had one more card to discard, and then on the draw of the first strike damage, I would have an extra card to discard. But as it is, I can only put into 1. Damn. Drop land. Okay. Okay, at least I don't have to take pain from a land for Breacher, I guess. Huh. Yeah, I could have killed him there. I didn't think about how much damage I could deal with Frog, actually. I could have dealt 20 to them. They obviously could have blocked and chumped the Death Greeters, but in that case, if they didn't block, I would have had enough. But maybe they were doing the math and they realized that I didn't have enough, so that's why they didn't block. So I don't think it was necessarily a punt. It just I could have threatened lethal, forced a cat chump, I guess. But I think it's better to do it the way I did it overall. It's just kind of funny that, like, if they weren't paying attention. But I think generally that's not really the way you want to play. Is like, ooh, if my opponent doesn't see this, I can win. You know? It doesn't really serve you well against good players. Reprieve? No? Okay. GG. That was nice. Frog's insane. Nihilist. Just another creature heavy list, so kind of want Overlord Mind Collapse again, I think. If they make a creature, we get mana, yeah. Indeed, indeed. Spell Pierce Seal seems like it could be okay. I mean, it counters Chariot, but I don't know. They may not actually have that many non-creature spells that are easily counterable. Maybe cut that. Play like Collapse. Overlord. Once again on the draw, Shinobi seems a little worse. Maybe Ragavan. Yeah. Dece. Seems fine. Game 3 card, yeah. For sure. Alright, let's go ahead and get the green source now. I don't really need to surveil. I have lands. I have stuff to play. So, just go ahead and get the Proving Ground so we don't draw it. Virtue of Loyalty, okay. Yeah, turn 1 Mox. 2-drop creature. Could be the death of us here, taking 5 on turn 2. No big deal. So you play Plunder and go for like a turn 3 Minskin Boo, but that would also give them a treasure and just I wouldn't get to block, so I'd take another 6 at least. But what are my other options? Play Bat, still take 6, but like take one of their cards maybe. And then turn 3 Plunder. Go Plunder and then plan to Overlord, I think. It's probably better. Still take 6 at least. That's if the Plunder even survives. Oh god. What a curve. Holy shit. At least they hit Stoneforge and their Caldra's gone. It's their only equipment. Oh my god. And it exiled another thing, so it's out of Overlord range now? That's actually insane. Wow. Take 10. Block. I think I'm just very dead here. That's crazy. Land Virtue or something. Sure. Wow, Tameo into Time Twister is actually kind of funny, but it's not going to be nearly enough. Alright, GG. Okay. That was an insane curve from the opponent. It's one thing to have a Mox, but to have just like 2-drop, 3-drop, 4-drop, make it a 5/5. That's Vintage Cube though. Spell Pierce seems a little better after game 2, but that's fine. Yeesh. Okay. I keep. Don't actually know which land to bottom. I think it's Watery Grave. I think having double red is probably going to be more relevant than double blue. Even though I have no red cards in hand currently. And 3 blue cards. But I also don't know if I'm supposed to play Preordained turn 1 or play Theater. I think I play Theater. Preordained later. They're both kind of cost a mana. Opponent's either pooping or mulliganing. Not sure yet. Yeah, I like iteration. Seems good. That'll be my turn 3 plan. Sun below Esper Sentinel. Okay. Frog. Yeah, winds. Skyclave apparition. Looks like a winds. Oh, get lost, sure. You got me. Wow, brutal. Brutal. Dismember, galvanic discharge. I think I want both of those, but yeah, sure. I take. Oh, you know what? That was stupid. I didn't need to actually kill that. Whatever. I didn't need to kill the Esper Sentinel. That was a bad play. Sheesh. I mean, they certainly just have removal, right? Whatever. Maybe they can't kill a 4 toughness thing. They certainly can. I need double black for anything. Not really. But, like, I might as well get it. Sweet. Christ. 5 damage, yeah. Sick. Sick. Well, that was a anticlimactic way to end the match, but it happens sometimes, I guess. Just went land, and they had a big 7 drop. I had nothing. Yeah. I don't know. I shouldn't have killed the Sentinel. I should have just let them have the Sentinel. I could have galvanic discharged the Bombardiers, and then I mean I didn't know that they were gonna have Kaldra, but like I would have had Dismember for Kaldra there, and I didn't draw anything for several turns, so it seemed like I was probably still very dead. But you know, some plays make the difference. 2-1. Did I go 3 on the other one? I think I did. Right, open our little prize pack, see what we get. Ooh, 3 rares. Decadent Dragon. Another unexpectedly absent. I think that's 4. I haven't really opened that many prize packs. Meadowmai the Ageless. Okay. It's like Pioneer Masters or something. Something Masters. Not Pioneer. Or is it Pioneer? Explorer or something. I don't think Pioneer's on Arena. It's like Explorer, Historic, something. I don't know. Good stuff. Alright. That's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for joining in. If you're not already, follow the stream, subscribe to the YouTube, all that stuff, like the video. Helps keep me doing this kind of thing, for better or worse. Yeah, till next time, take care.